another video. And today, before we begin this video, I would like to give a huge shout out to this YouTuber who is actually gonna give me a shout out, and I'm making this video with him. And I'll at the end of the video I'll show you his channel and stuff like that. I'll even put a link in the description. So basically, his name is Truneh, Trunch. So he makes Rise of Nations videos, and he decided to make a collab with me. Me as Belgium and him as Netherlands, only ally and try to take over Europe. As we finally succeed, we white peace to make them pay the horrible price they paid, that they made us pay. And let's begin. And basically, like, this is his channel. He does lots of Rise of Nations video and stuff. It's really cool how like good he is basically, and he does lots of expandable. He plays like as weak countries and makes them super strong, like making the Roman Empire or Pakistan beating Iran and India and making the Mughal Empire, things like that. So if you could subscribe to him and hit the notification bell, it would appreciate him as well as me. Thank you, and let's begin with the video. So here basically I try to declare on France and I take some of the cities, but as you will see, someone has an ally who wants to end me and is not accepting peace. You'll see what happens. Don't worry. So after a couple of minutes, when Norway finally accepts peace, he kept trying to make me give him war reparations and stuff like that. Finally gives in, but he's about to land on the UK, so I try to help them as well. Here, as I'm about to land in Portugal, and while Netherlands is taking Spain, something terrible happens and Spain becomes a player, and someone declares on Netherlands actually. So he has to white peace Spain, and I have to white peace Portugal to come back and help him. Enjoy. So as you can see, Sweden isn't a really good player, as he's just going through Netherlands territory just to get to me. That means he's gonna take lots of attrition, and my troops are gonna be entrenched with a defense leader. So hopefully I can invade off this attack. As most of these troops are dead, Netherlands goes and takes Sweden, but then Sweden becomes another player and comes for us. As you can see, Italy declared on us, and it's because Sweden lost and he became Italy. He didn't really know about that revenge rule, so we forgave him. But he went to become Mexico, but we said if you declare on us, we'll have to tell on you. We're sorry, but that's how the game works. I go over to Italy taking a little bit of attrition, and I go in Milan and later on take Rome. If you're wondering why I'm focusing on the tech tree so much, it's because it's actually super important. I'm not even joking. It's one of the most important things in the game, as it can help your tax, fix your stability, make your factories produce more goods, mine more things, make your troops more stronger, make your artillery planes, basically everything much stronger. So, sorry, I'm a little bit sick. So basically, I want to upgrade my troops to the max anti-tank because I don't really like having tanks as they're expensive and take lots of oil and my country is kind of small right now. So I try to train my troops to the max and try and get max anti-tank and max attack and defense for the infantry. So me and Netherlands basically made a small deal. I get Italy, he gets Sweden, and Mexico comes in. He justifies on me, but doesn't declare because we told him about the new life rule and how he can get banned easily. I didn't want to anger the United Kingdom this early, so I give them the city they need to form, and then they give me it back. But later on, you see, this causes the biggest war of Europe ever. Try and expand in Africa to form my kingdom again, but as an error occurs, a new enemy is made. But I don't really form it in the end anyway.
And just because he's a human, a man would like a little bite to eat. He wants no bull and a lot of talk that gives no bread or meat. So left 2, 3, so left 2, 3 to the work that we must do. March on in the Workers' United Front, for you are.
So, As Netherlands comes with a plan to take the United Kingdom, as they're taking the US, we can take London and make them collapse. But then it turns into the greatest war of Europe ever, as you'll see again. I quickly agree to the plan and say that my troops are coming back. And I also start making troops to prepare for the Great War.
You are a worker too. And just because he's a human, he doesn't like a pistol to his head. He wants no servants under him and no boss over his head. So left 2, 3, so left 2, 3 to the work that we must do. March on in the Workers' United Fronts, for you are a worker too. And just because he's a worker, no class can free him but his own. The emancipation of the working class is the task of the worker alone. So left 2, 3, so left 2, 3.
Then Russia becomes a player. And that is a problem as we cannot even private message him to an ally. I keep telling I keep telling the Netherlands to go ahead and declare on the United Kingdom, but they don't listen as they're worried that the Russians will attack us as well. Preparing tons of trained troops to take over the United Kingdom when the opportunity comes.
2, 3 to the work that we must do. March on in the Workers' United Fronts, for you are a worker too. And just because he's a worker, no class can free him but his own. The emancipation of the working class is the task of the worker alone. So left 2, 3, so left 2, 3 to the work that we must do. March on in the work.
I keep going out of Roblox as my Spotify is not working, but then in the end I realized that my headphones are actually broken. I have no idea what I did, but they're just gone now. As Mexico is about to leave, I asked him to give me all of his manpower and money. He actually gives me 6 billion. So I split it up with Netherlands, and that's the biggest boost we have gotten all game.
March on in the Workers' United Front, for you are a worker too.
Finally, as I have to go in 15 to 20 minutes, I asked Netherlands to attack attack the United Kingdom as a surprise attack. They won't expect it, and the Russians might just peace. If not, we might have to take them out as well as their enemies. And the so we begin preparing for war, getting battleships and submarines to stop the attack. In the war, you'll see the Russians peace us, but the United Kingdom has an unexpected ally which ruins everything. I had to burn Italy. You might think it's a cowardly move, but as I could do nothing to defend it anyway, as the United Kingdom sent tons of mass spam troops, and Albania just uses its planes to wipe out my troops. And here you see Albania is the unexpected ally that the United Kingdom got. As I have very less stability, I try to get more stability from the tech tree And as I have so much money, I make my taxes on low and government spending on high. As Albania runs for me and Netherlands' capital, I rush for his. It's just a matter of time before who burns whose capital. Albania did not expect my attack and he was very unprepared. As I finally have to go, I make a decision to burn all of Albania's land and then peace the United Kingdom as they have left the game due to us beating them.